life, once robust and brimming, now reduced to mere words on paper. The story of Oluwa Funmilayo Mary Ann Oluwawemimo is likened to a situation where a shining light is forcefully put off by those who see it as a distraction. Otherwise, how else would one describe the deliberate attempts to reignite the light at this candlelight procession by those she has left behind? Even her 3-year-old son, Awesome Judah Oluwawemimo, clearly oblivious to the permanent loss he suffered, joins in her memorial procession and is only likely to have faint memories of this day later in life. Fumi, as she was fondly called, was a loving mother and a dedicated investigative officer with the Public Complaints Commission in Abuja. She is said to have met her tragic and untimely end in a brutal home attack which occurred May 18, 2024. The details of that attack remain sketchy though. Reports confirm Fumi was pronounced dead on arrival by doctors at the Federal Medical Center, Jabi, where she was rushed to in the immediate aftermath of the incident.
There are red flags before you marry, and even when you marry, there are still red flags. You can't say for your children you want to stay in an abusive marriage.
Before her death, Damilola beat her. And I got to know, I confirmed from my daughter, she gave me a vivid description. A week and a half before her death, Damilola called me, threatening me that whatever he was going to do to my daughter, that I wouldn't like him again in this life.
Ever since I've married my wife, I've not raised my hands. There has not been any domestic or any abuse. Why will I beat? If you see her, if mosquito bites my wife, you will know, you see it in her body.
A summary of a pathologist's autopsy report highlighted the gruesome extent of her injuries, citing a plethora of alarming findings. According to the report, each of the findings paints a gruesome picture of the alleged suspect's crime, a complex web of physical battery. The husband of late Funmilayo, Damilola Oluwawemimo, Oluwasamilola, is being fingered for her death by relatives and friends of the deceased, who say the couple had been engaged in a prolonged dispute over Daniel's incessant infidelity.
Today is Fumi. Tomorrow it may be somebody, you, seated there. So many people are living in toxic and violent marriages. The society will talk about you, the society will blame you, but you have your life to live.
This particular case, they released the suspect without informing the family of the late Funmilayo, released items like phone, Funmilayo's phone, and that of the suspect to the suspect while investigations were ongoing, while autopsy reports were still being awaited.
The law also that should be on the side of Nigerian women is leaving them behind. Now we are being threatened. The family is being threatened that unless you withdraw the case from the boy, they are not going to move forward with the burial.
So that allegation of closing the case, I doubt if they were at the point of settlement. Case cannot be closed like that.
With the spate of gender-based violence in the country, a coalition of women groups in Abuja is appealing to the Inspector General of Police to reopen investigations into the matter, seeking justice for Fumi and an end to the silence and stereotypes surrounding abuse.